So you might be wondering what cryptocurrencies should you buy for this next coming bull market, and it's a great question, brother. It is a very hard question as we don't know what coins will pump the most, and we don't know where you'll get the biggest rewards, brother. But you can just sort of position yourself in a position that you feel like is a good risk reward, and try and capture most of that upside. I will be discussing this in this video with the coins that you see on screen and sort of labeling them in the appropriate column. So, I mean, let's kick this off with Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think Bitcoin and Ethereum are probably likely to go a 3 to 5x, maybe a bit lower. But I think these are going to be sort of the worst performers, if you will. I do still think, I mean, there is a chance Ethereum could go in this 10x category, and it could go up to 30k. Now it's quite a rare chance, so I would prefer to place in the 3 to 5x zone. But there is a possibility, with the Ethereum ETF and things like this, that this does just keep going. But I think it's more likely to go about a 3 or a 5x. Same with Bitcoin, probably a 2x from here, but we'll leave that in that category. It does bring me on to Chainlink and Cardano. From here, I think that Chainlink can go a 20x. We've got Larry Fink at a Chainlink conference looking at Sergey. So you can have a look into it, but essentially, if you don't know who Larry Fink is, you can do your research. And I think Chainlink's ETF is close coming as well, with their futures just being applied for recently. So do your own research, but I think Chainlink, I mean, it is a big cryptocurrency, right? But I do think Chainlink is definitely up there. We're sort of going in order of blue chips here, but we will move on to Cardano, which I think is most likely to do about a 10x. It might only go 3 to 5x, and when it does hit a 5x, I'll be looking at trimming some of that. But don't sleep on Cardano. A lot of people sleep on Cardano, and sort of there is this sort of, it's not as bad as XRP, right? But there is this sort of running joke, and I think it does stem from Alex Becker, really, that Cardano is a slow mover. And it is, man. It is a slow mover, but Cardano's still got some juice left in it, man. It went fucking berserk in the last bull market. So people, essentially, it's infiltrated people's minds that Cardano is a cryptocurrency that can run. And last time it was crazy, man. You go from, what are we looking at here? We're looking at I think at one point, 2-3 cents, all the way up to $3, man. This shit was crazy, man. We're down in this 38 cents zone, and if you look at it a bit closer here as well, you can see it does seem to track sort of the alt seasons very well. We had this sort of alt run from about November, December time through to April, and it does track this. From the bottom, you did get a pump. We've done a retracement. Do we get the further pump up to the dollar and scream past $1? I think so. I think Cardano is a blue chip, man. It's infiltrated in people's brains. I think it's going to do a 10x. Don't sleep on Cardano. But we're going to go in order from sort of blue chips to the more risk-on assets. It does bring me to the next asset which I would recommend, which would be pulsechain. Man, pulsechain is, in my opinion, is severely undervalued. It's Richard Hart's ecosystem. You can do your own research, man, but pulsechain itself, I'm chucking this in the 50x zone, okay, along with PulseX in the 50x zone, and I'm going to put the hexes slightly below that in the 20x zone. Do your own research, man, but I think these are contrarian coins. These are not in the mainstream. You probably aren't going to hear that many mainstream influencers talk about it. However, if you dig a little bit deeper, there is a massive fucking community here, brother, and the Hex community on the last cycle as well. It went fucking berserk. You done very, very well if you were in Hex early. Now, like I said, do your own research on all of these coins. It's very, very important that you do your own research when it comes to investing, but I think get a piece of everything. Anything that you can see, man, do a bit of research and get a piece of it. There's too fucking many of them. I can pull up charts here, and I have charts on DexScreener, man. I've just got pages and pages of coins that I'm tracking. I mean, there really is. There's hundreds that are going to rattle through the rest of these here as the page keeps refreshing. I have so many fucking charts open because there are so many coins that my computer's very, very slow. So we're going to rattle through these. We were talking about pulsechain and PulseX, and a good fucking strategy here as well, brother. take chains that you like. So, for example, Phantom, Chronos chain, Pulse chain, things like this. AVAX, buy the chain coin, which would be AVAX, and also buy the DEX on that chain, which would be Trader Joe, for example. And then you'd be looking for the blue chip meme on that. So I'll give you another example, which would be Pulse chain, buying the layer 1. And then you buy the DEX, which is this coin here, which is PulseX, which I think will go 50x. But then you're looking for the blue chip meme. So you can just scatter this across different chains so that you're exposed to all of the different chains in case a season happens on one specific chain. I'm hedging my bets to Pulse chain purely because Hex done so fucking well, but also because Richard Hart does have 170,000 Ethereum, and if Ethereum goes past 10k, I mean, he just has so much fucking money, and he really can pump the bags if he rotates some of this through. So this is why I am taking leverage on Pulse chain itself and going for the Pulse chain memes. So we have here DWB, which is Dick with Butt. We also have PDI, and we also have HOA. These are all HOA. Dick with Butt comes under this Hex Orange address meme coin here, but these are very fucking risky plays. Market caps are fucking tiny, bro. So these can fly 100x, especially if Richard is sort of just repricing Pulse chain a lot higher. These can fucking fly. Do your own research, like I says, but want some leverage on this bull market, and you want to really squeeze as much as you can out of it. And I think the Pulse chain ecosystem, this whole sort of section here, can really, really fucking do well. Now Hex, and you have EHEX and PHEX, these can be pushed up as well. They really can. Some of these coins, one of these 4 main coins, they could go 100x, but I'm just going to leave that how it is here. We were talking about Phantom and Chronos. I think Phantom can go 10x. I think Chronos can go 10x. I'm going to leave them in that category. I'll pop Chronos up to 20x. Now we have a beautiful picture here of Matt Fury, the lovely creator of Pepe, who actually got gifted Pepe but cheated his bags, but nonetheless Matt Fury memes and derivatives of Pepe are evidently doing so fucking well. Pepe's already, I believe, about 4 or 5 billion market cap, and I would class this as a core coin now. It is a meme coin. You are taking leverage on Bitcoin and Ethereum going up, but I think Pepe's established itself by this point. With that being said, I do still think it's going to fly past 100 billion, and I'm going to pop it in that 20x category. It does lead me to the other blue chip meme coins. You have Doge here, which is already very, very large, so I'm going to put that in 10x. We have Shiba here as well. This can also fly in 10x zone. And then we have Brett, which is smaller, so I'm going to put it comfortably in the 50x. I think it's a billion to 2 billion. Yeah, it can fly past this as well. It can fly past 100 billion. Conservatively, you might want to put it in the 20x. Let's leave it in the 50x just because it's higher than it's lower market cap than Pepe. We also have Roost here. This is again very risky, but put that in the 50x zone. And Landwolf, which is under the Matt Fury coins as well. You have a lot of different Landwolf coins. Yeah, you can choose the one that you want. There is a Landwolf that's, I believe it's about 80 million or 100 million, so that's already done quite a big run. There is a Landwolf that ends in 615, which is only 7 million, has a very strong community, a lot of Telegram members. That's only about, like I said, I think it's about 6 or 7 million. So I'm opting for the more risk on asset here. This is Gala Games at the bottom here. Now, the thing with Gala Games is it is very big, and you are relying on a gaming season coming on. And I think that I've got a feeling that there's a lot of insiders here waiting to dump as well, but I think Gala Games, it can go a 10x. I do hold it. It has dumped down a little bit recently, but I still think this can go 10x. I'm going to put Alluvium in a 10x as well. These are the gaming coins. Hoppy as well. I've already done a 20x on Hoppy. I think it's 30 or 40 million market cap, so I think this can... let me have a think here. Yeah, I think this can go 50x to 100x if it really does pop off, and there is a big Matt Fury season, which evidently there already has been, and this is what we're playing for, right? We're playing for these fucking degenerate plays, but you, like I said, you really do want to squeeze the most out of the cycle. This here just represents AI coins. AI coins have already done a big, massive run. But I think you could probably scoop a spread on a lot of the AI coins. Just scoop the bottoms or try and scoop dips on any AI coin you see. So I'll give you an example. Maybe you see 10 AI coins and you have 10 grand to invest. You might just want to chuck a grand in each, right? You've got a wide spread. Some of them might go 5 or 10x. Some of them you might fucking lose your money, right? But you've just got a wide spread, and then maybe you've got 20 grand. You put a grand in each just now, so you put 10 grand in just now, and as it dips down, you might just be DCAing over time, right? There are some other sectors like real world assets and potentially some new sectors as well. So keep an eye out for that, just in case there is some fucking new tech that comes around. The first cycle you had Litecoin, which was a fork of Bitcoin. This was like a new tech and everybody got in. And then you have Ethereum 2017 cycle, which of course was a new revolutionary tech, with Vitalik 2020 cycle, which is like DeFi, Uniswap, things like this. So there typically is a new tech. So there might be coins that are just not on here, that are not released yet, that go the fucking 1000x, that really go the 100,000x. So just keep an eye out on new things as well. And listen, man, I really do hope this helps you out. It's worth mentioning as well, there's a lot of fucking scams in the industry, yeah. There's a lot of venture capitalists, a lot of people from the real world who are just looking at crypto and looking to make a quick buck. They don't give a fuck about crypto. They're releasing just fake projects and projects that are essentially just scams. They launch high and then they just come tanking down. Layer 0, Arbitrum as well, it launched high, it's come down. You've got Starknet, it launched high, it comes down. Chainlink, Chainlink's done very well, and this is why I own Chainlink. But you've just got to be fucking careful, man. There's a lot of these top cryptocurrencies that come out, even some new ones that come out. They launch high and they just fucking dump. So just be careful of that as well, man. I really do hope this helps you out, man. Listen, I don't really care for subscribers and things like this. Honestly, I'm still going to make this content. But if you do fucking like it, man, hit subscribe, like the video for the algorithm, and comment, things like this. I'm not in it for the subscribers. I really couldn't care less, to be honest. But if you did like the video and if you think it's helping you, show some interaction.